Alrighty, what's up guys? Quick update for Thursday, September 21st. And then I'm going to go watch some Thursday night football. So comment down below, Niners or Giants. I got to go with the Niners. But alright guys, so in Sunday's video, which hopefully you watched, we talked about a couple of things that pointed towards it being a pretty good chance. Things were going to head back down towards the bottom end of that range. And here we are. The first issue, of course, was that daily squeeze here in the S&P futures contracts. Squeeze gives you compression. S&Ps are building energy for a move. The sell signal inside the squeeze tells you structure, momentum, moving average crosses. Everything points towards that squeeze wants to break short for a move down to the blue line, for a flush down towards that target. So you have the squeeze in the S&P futures, which did a great job of working as advertised. You had and continue to have the strength here in the Buckaroo. All those pretty green candles here in the Dixie, the dollar. No bueno for the market. And then despite a few names like Meta, Google, Amazon, Microsoft trying to keep the ship afloat, the biggest tech stock of them all, the Big Apple, has been the Big Ugly under the 50, under the 21 with a bunch of sell signals. So kind of tough to think the S&Ps and the whole market's going to explode higher. When the dollar has buy signals, Apple has sell signals, and the S&Ps have got a squeeze. So at this point, guys, everything's pretty much busted. And as we know, anything is possible. But I think with your gap and your flush lower today, I don't think it's a move the markets are going to quickly recover from. Feels a little bit like a kill shot. Caught him right between the eyes. So taking a look here at the Qs, the almighty QQQ, it's pretty nasty. Under the 50, under the 21, and then momentum right now is a huge issue. The Qs, the S&Ps, Nvidias, the semis, Apple, for a lot of things out there, momentum on the big three squeeze. Notice how it peaks back here in June. You're on the decline ever since. You get the initial flush in August, in early August. Then you get the short squeeze rally. At no point do they fix momentum. That's really key, guys. At no point do they get and keep momentum above the zero line. They try to break it out. Momentum never supports that move. And back down you go. So the Qs look just not the prettiest. Major level here for the QQQ. So every one of you should mark this up on your charts. The weekly 21 EMA. Notice for the first time since March, April, really since the first time that weekly squeeze fired, the indicator's gone from bullish to neutral. Green bar to the blue bar. From here, if we break under that weekly 21, there's room for a lot lower. Put it that way. And then on the S&Ps here, we're actually trading under the weekly 21, and we've also lost our weekly buy signal. So mark up this level on your chart as well. We will call it 43.65. So my thinking is it's not going to be the craziest thing to see a little bit of a gap down tomorrow. But then being that we're so oversold, and keep in mind, oversold can turn into more oversold. But the S&Ps on the 1 hour chart, we're $70 below the hourly 21. So I do think at some point here we're going to see some sort of bounce. I think for the bulls to have any chance of survival, they've got to quickly get it back above that 43.65. And I would give them until like next Wednesday. If they can get back above that weekly 21, they can try to stabilize things from there, and then they can try to rebuild that daily chart. Under 43.65, lot of room lower. And then one level I'll show you here, in addition to that 43.65, the whole to-do here with the weekly squeeze was that once it fired to the upside, we broke above the highs from back here in August of 22. So the high back here was 43.25. So we'll mark up 43.25. If we break back below that level, bigger picture perspective, the breakout's kind of failed. Now, you did break out, but as far as that breakout leading to an uptrend, I think you'd really want to see it hold above the breakout level, right? Kind of swing trading basics. Breakout above resistance. From there, you want to see resistance actually turn into support. When previous resistance can't hold the support, in the grand scheme of things, it was all kind of to, what's the term I'm looking for, guys? I'm exhausted. All kind of to do with nothing. That might not even be the term, but we're going to rock with it. It was all for nothing. There we go. You had to squeeze. You took out resistance. You fall right back into the range. Grand scheme of things, kind of all for nothing. So 2 major levels to watch there. But for what it's worth, based on the signals on daily chart, the 4-hour chart, I don't think they'll hold. So right now, everything's shaping up for the path of least resistance to continue to be to the downside. Meaning until the sell signal here gets canceled, try to short the bounces. I'm game to short it all the way up here to the to that daily 21 EMA. All right, what I would look for is either an opportunity to short a rally or something like an AMD. So we got short in the Mastery AMD. We got short AMD yesterday. Up here inside that daily squeeze. And we took our puts off, I think, for 60 or 70% this morning on that nice flush. So as long as the S&Ps and the Qs are shaping up for lower, looking for trades like that where you're getting short inside the squeeze, or you're looking to short a rally into, I mean, it depends on your aggressiveness. Could be a 30-minute 21, could be a 15-minute, could be the hourly, could be the daily. Point being, you got a bunch of sell signals, you short the bounces. So yeah, guys, everything's pretty busted. Meta rallied from 270 to 310. They never got that momentum cross, so better chance that daily squeeze fire short. Microsoft has a daily squeeze and a daily sell signal. Squeeze actually fired short today, so nothing bullish about that. And then Google, Google hanging on for dear life here at that daily 50. The semiconductors, SMH looks pretty bombed out. That daily squeeze fired short. What else, guys? XLK. You kind of get the gist of things, right? It ain't pretty if you're long. XLK looking nasty, and then I'll show you Nvidia. I'll show you Tesla, and then I will show you the door. Nvidia fired a daily squeeze short, and now for the first time since January. First time since January, Big 3 cranking out a daily sell signal. That would imply short the bounce. And then, let's see, Tesla. Tesla. I mean, it holds up better than the rest, but we'll see how long that lasts. But alright, guys, hopefully you caught the Sunday video. Hopefully you took advantage of the flush here. And we'll see what's up next few days and into next week. But alright, guys, I'm exhausted. Long day of trading. I'm going to go watch some football, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Adios.